Selfish neighbor. Mr. Johnson was always known as the selfish neighbor in his community. He never offered help to anyone and was always wrapped up in his own life. He lived in a small house with a big fence around it, so no one really knew much about him. His neighbors always talked about how he never offered to help anyone, but they just assumed he was a grumpy old man. One day, Mr. Johnson was walking down the street and he fell down. He had a heart attack and no one was around to help. He lay there for hours until a family from down the street saw him and rushed to help him. They called for an ambulance and stayed with him until he was taken to the hospital. This experience changed Mr. Johnson's life. He realized that he had been so selfish all his life and had never helped anyone. He was ashamed of himself. When he returned home from the hospital, he started to do things for his neighbors. He offered to help with yard work, ran errands, and even offered to cook dinner for some families. His neighbors were surprised and happy that Mr. Johnson was finally showing some kindness. They accepted his offers and started to see him in a new light. They realized that he wasn't a grumpy old man after all, but just someone who needed a little push to change his ways. Mr. Johnson began to enjoy helping others. He felt happier and more fulfilled than he ever had before. He realized that it wasn't all about him and that helping others was a great way to live a fulfilling life. As time went on, he became one of the most helpful and friendly people in the neighborhood. His neighbors started to look up to him and even started to call him for advice and help. In the end, Mr. Johnson learned that helping others was the key to happiness. He wished he had learned this earlier in life, but was grateful for this second chance. He had changed his ways and was now a valued member of his community.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe for more videos, press the bell icon and select all to get notifications.